Hey guys, James here again from Replica Reviews, and today we're going to be reviewing another Umarex product. This is the Walther PPQ. Now this is a 6mm blowback version of the very kind of infamous PPQ or the PP range. For those of you that have kind of followed the channel, you'll know that my first gun ever was a Cybergun P99, and I was gutted when that thing died. And yeah, I was looking for a replacement ever since. Now I've got the CP99, lovely gun, pellet firing, but I just wanted a bit more life, you know, a bit more blowback, a bit more this. So I went and picked this one up. Now this is 6mm, this isn't a 4.5 like I usually have, so this was a bit of a weird one. But anyway, 6mm, uses a dropout magazine to hold the gas, so it's a gas rather than CO2, and obviously just a really nice double stack magazine as well. Now, as I alluded to there, this is a very iconic pistol in its own right, really. For those of you that know the P99, featured in several of the Bond films, you know, very iconic pistol. And this is basically Walther's kind of modern version. So this has been offered to police, and I'm pretty certain also certain civilian markets as well. Shame not us in the UK, this is all we get. So we'll go into a couple of, kind of a little bit of a closer walk around of this pistol. Obviously start at the front and move our way back. Now those of you that will be able to see, it is fully licensed, so obviously made under license by Umarex. So you've got your Walther markings at the front, PPQ on the front here, a really nice textured grip. Walthers are by far the comfiest pistols I think I've ever come across. So nice textured grip, and then on this side, a couple of little Walther decals, and again just PPQ embossed in the back. It's really nicely finished. Now it is a polymer or plastic lower, whichever kind of word you want to use, and a metal upper. So it does kind of stay quite a light pistol, which is good. It's a very snappy pistol to shoot, and it's a very light pistol to hold. Obviously these things were marketed as sort of defence pistols, police carry, etc. So you don't want anything that's going to be weighing on your duty belt all day, dragging your hips down. So it's quite a nice little pistol. Now, as I hinted at there, it's one of the most ergonomic ones. The grips just fit absolutely beautifully, which is part of the reason I wanted another Walther in my collection, and why I was so happy when this one came out. Now, as I said earlier, this is, if we just remove the magazine, this is a blowback pistol. So every time you cycle the magazine, obviously single action only, so when it's not cocked, doesn't work. So single action, so once you've cocked it the first time, the blowback on the pistol will basically cycle it through. So you just have to cock it once, carry on shooting. Very, very familiar for anybody that's used a CO2 or gas semi-automatic pistol before. Now, a couple of features I really like with this one. The slide release is ambidextrous. So if we bring them to the rear, and on this side again, ambidextrous. Very, very good, depending on if you're a lefty, righty, or if you've got some weird shooting habits. So that's quite a nice feature. Also, the magazine release is just a push button here. Very simple to use. Reach it with your thumb. You don't have to move your shooting position at all. Just simply drop there, magazine, new one in, rack it, and you're ready to go. Now, one thing that I wasn't overly sold on, if you're familiar with the P99, it actually has this really, really good little system on the bottom of the trigger guard here, and you literally just flick it with your thumb. Whereas the push button safety, I worry, will it knock? But it's just a personal thing for me. Now, as I said earlier, it's very, very, very nicely made. This, you know, Umarex seem to be on a bit of a roll with their pistols at the moment, and they are producing some really, really good pistols. So fit and finish is perfect. There are no rattles really at all for a replica, so the slide doesn't wobble. The magazine when it's in, a little bit of movement, but nothing out of the ordinary. And it takes down much the same as a normal PPQ as well. So you just a little lever here, push him down, release the slide, comes off the front. Now we're not going to do it. I don't think you need to clean pistols that often, to be honest. A little bit of oil here and there sometimes absolutely fine, but a lot of malfunctions go down to people tinkering and putting things in them that they don't need. So anyway, what we're going to do is I'm going to load the magazine up with gas. We're going to put a target out, and we're basically just going to do a full magazine at a target, see what groupings we can get. We're going to be using the Jack Pite, it's almost like their shoot and see targets that they do. So we're using one of those, so hopefully it'll come out on camera. But anyway, let's see what this thing can do, and let's have a bit of fun. Okay guys, so we have the Walther PPQ. We've got a target down range, and I've got a very double stacked magazine here to load into the pistol. So what we're going to do is we're just going to turn around. This isn't going to be bench rest, it's just going to be real world shooting. So if you're at your airsoft match or just plinking targets like we're doing today, these are the kind of groupings that you're going to get. And obviously I'm not the best pistol shooter in the world, so don't judge me on that part, but we will try and get all of these BBs on target. So anyway, let's put these down range and see what we can do. There we have it, guys, last shot. Let's go and have a look at the target. Okay, so there we have it. Now, as you can see, typical James fashion, I have pulled just to the right slightly, but all the targets, if you see sort of, well, my fist here, are within sort of a fist size. So it's sort of 10 yards, you're going to be able to hit your target with pretty decent kind of accuracy, to be honest. Now, it's a lot more accurate than the M&P 40 that I reviewed recently. And yeah, I'm happy with those. They seem like a relatively good sort of sized group. So what I might do is we'll just patch this one up a little bit, and yeah, let's do a second mag. Okay guys, so what I've done is I've just moved the camera down to target end. I'm going to pace out another sort of 10 or so yards, and we're going to put another magazine's worth of BBs on target. As you can see, I've patched that target back beyond kind of recognition. Really, I should probably just cut my losses and put a new one out. But anyway, let's see what this Walther PPQ can do. So yeah, another fairly respectable group. Now I think it's safe to say that the shooting to the right thing is definitely my problem. That's something I've been guilty of in previous videos and also in life in general. Those of you that see my targets with real steel pistols, powder burners, will know that I like to shoot right. So I think that's probably something I'm going to have to address. But anyway, I'm happy with that. Another sort of 15 or so BBs back on target. So yeah, let's move up, let's conclude the video, and yeah, final thoughts. So that's pretty much the review all finished. Now, hopefully you've enjoyed it. It's been nice to get out again and actually out in the dry, which is quite good. But anyway, the pistol. Now, as pistols go, Umarex, you know when you're buying something Umarex, it's going to be made nicely. Even if it's not blowback or whatever, you know it's going to be a good gun. But with this one, they really have gone to town. Now, the finish and the trademarks, everything is exactly as you would expect on a PPQ. The comfortable grip that this thing gives, I mean, find me another pistol that is this comfortable to hold. Now if you do find if you've got bigger hands the pistol feels a little bit small, you can replace the back straps on the back, and I have seen people putting real steel back straps on, which I think is pretty cool. But for an average sized person like myself, it just fits beautifully. Really, really strong recoil, as you saw, relatively good accuracy. So if you're going to use this as a sort of an airsoft sidearm, I wouldn't have any problems with going into a game with this pistol on my side. One of the more accurate ones I've actually tested. The sight's really easy to use as well, white dots, you can pick them up so easily. It's just it's one of those guns, points me waffling on really, it's just a very well made gun. Now they are a little bit on the pricey side, but you get what you pay for. If you want a top class pistol, be prepared to pay for it. So I'll put a link in the description to Walther's and, well, Umarex's website, so you can actually have a look at the whole range that they do, and then just go to a local Umarex supplier and they should be able to get one in for you. So anyway, that's us pretty much done for the review. If you've got any questions, any comments, feel free to put them in the box below. I will get back to you as quick as I can, and I do try and get back to everybody. As long as it's a comment I can reply to, I will. Hopefully you've enjoyed the new format of the video as well. We have been changing things up a little bit recently, cutaway captions, etc. So yeah, if you like that, feel free just to comment, you know, James, they're doing alright, or James, sort your life out, it's rubbish. And again, if you just want to see more videos coming up, feel free to subscribe, and don't forget to like as well, that does help. So anyway, until our next video guys, this was the Umarex Walther PPQ, and thank you very much for watching.